This video is going to show you some things I like to do in Craft Artist, including the use of text and text on a path. So we'll get started by dragging the guideline down to 14.5. I'm going to do a square card, and the guideline from the left hand ruler I'm going to put just short of 15 centimetres. This is my centre fold line, and therefore I'm going to leave it at there, not 14.5. When I fold my card in half, I will just trim a little off the end here to 14.5. Okay, next thing I'm going to do then is come up to shapes and draw a circle. I'll use the quick ellipse, and to get a true perfect circle, hold down your shift key on your keyboard and drag your circle out. Okay, and then I'm coming up to text. When I hover with my cursor over the circle that I've just drawn, I will see a little squiggle or a tilde, and I'm going to left click, and then I get my typing cursor. I'm now going to type Merry Christmas, and I'm still in text mode, and as you can see I've got a little white arrow here. This allows you to move the text anywhere around the circle. The little blue dot, if you hover over that and left click, allows you to bring it to the top or inside the circle. Now I'd like my text to be a lot bigger than that, and I'd like more of them. So there's two ways of doing it. You can either carry on typing all the way around until you've got the amount that you want, or if you come back, you've typed the one you want, you press Ctrl and A, and that highlights the text. Right click on it, go to text and edit text. The Merry Christmas sentiment is still highlighted, so I'm going to copy it, bring my cursor to the end of the sentiment, add some spaces and then paste. Again, some spaces and paste. To the end of the sentiment, some spaces and press paste. And I'd like 5 of them around my circle, so one more, and now I can press OK. Not very big at the moment, so I'm going to press Ctrl A. That highlights all of them, and let's come up to our font and choose a font we want to use, and let's increase it until it looks a little bit better. Now then, at this stage I've increased it to 18. If you can see, the gap at the end here is perhaps a little bit bigger than the gap created by the spaces in between each sentiment. The nice thing with this is you can alter the font size to exactly the size you want. So I think it needs to be a little bit bigger, so I'm just going to type in 18.5, press enter. Oh, that's a little bit too much. So again, 18.1. and that size there is now very close to the size over here, and I'm happy with that. So I'm going to just move it round now until my top one is in the centre, and there we are. I'm now going to come over to select. This is now all selected, and I'm going to change the colour of the font. Red for some festive colour, and this one here is the line fill, and I'm going to change that to green. However, you can't see that because if you come over to the line tab, you'll see that the line size is 0.0. So I'm going to increase that to 0.5 and back to 0.1 and even to 0.2 or even 3. And what I'm trying to do is get a desired effect. If I come up close, zoom in with the little plus sign down here, you can see that I've still got my text in red and the outline is in green. Let me show you again, 0.2 would just make that green a lot thinner. Okay, so let's come back to the page size, and that's one idea for you. You could either print this straight onto your card front, you could print it out onto a piece of cardstock and then mount it. The choice is yours. Now let's move that one out the way. The next thing I want to show you how to do, I'm going to open a new craft project for this one. I'd like to do another square card, 14.5, and again just short of 15 for my centre fold. Again, I'm going to draw a circle. I want it to be a true circle, so I'll hold my shift key down and drag out the circle, and then just move it into position. Come up to text, find the little tilde and type your sentiment. Again, I'm just going to use Merry Christmas. Choosing the white arrow here, move it to where you want it. Control A will highlight your text, and you can come up here and easily change the your font and the font size. Okay, now there's going to be occasion where you want to put Merry Christmas husband, Merry Christmas granddaughter, and you want the other part of the sentiment to be separate and in the bottom of the circle. You can't do this by continuing with the typing because it will be upside down. You can't reverse it or mirror it, it doesn't work. So the way of doing this is to have your circle and your text selected and hold down the Control key and we'll duplicate it and put the duplicate copy out of the way for the moment. Now let's click back on to this one, and now you've got it selected and highlighted, right click again, go to Curve Text and Reverse Curve. Now what's happened this time is that the Merry Christmas is in the inside of the circle and it is also reversed mirrored. So if we hold down the little white arrow and we bring this round, our Merry Christmas is now in the bottom. We can use a little blue dot to bring it to the outside of the circle, and if we put our cursor in place we can just delete the letters we have there already and put in the ones that we want, and again just put it together. You can then bring this one over and just ease it over until it's sitting on top of the other one in the place you want it. Click away, and now you've got your Merry Christmas granddaughter in one place. If you press Control A again, you'll select both of them. You can come up to the colour, you can change the colour of the fill of your words and the colour of the outline, remembering that you also need to increase the size of the line a little if you want that different colour around the outside. I hope you followed this and I hope this is of some use to you. Thanks for watching.